Hi, this is Robert Merritt with last Sunday's race at Willow Springs Raceway. As you can see here, um, I'm going to finish talking here for a minute and then go native for a second. CairyAnn had a rough time as well as Daryl, as you'll hear in this next clip.
It's work. Okay, it's working. All right, they're rolling out now. Oh, there's no battery now. God.
There's no battery?
No.
As you heard, CairyAnn, my wife's fighting battery issues with the camera for a couple days, and she's also got a brace on her right leg for a broken patella. But moving back to the racing here, as you see, this is the start. I'm actually in second place on the outside of the pole to make the start. Not a lot to see here, so we'll switch to Greg's shot of it here in a second. He started on the pole. He out-qualified me. I forgot exactly the time, so I think it was just 2/10 or a tenth and a half to get him onto the pole. Good shot here from Greg's camera. I made probably one of the best starts ever. I caught the flag guy as he was raising his arm to wave the flag. So I don't think that's cheating, but the flag was moving, but I sure nailed it. We'll switch to native audio for the next one.
There he goes. It's green, green, green. Go, baby, go. All right. All right, baby. I know Greg's gonna come up on you. It's gonna be a long race, sweetie.
You heard I left the native audio there for that first lap and a half, so CairyAnn's comments could get in. And she was making some really good shots, obviously, from up there. Gives you a good overview of the track. Probably will use mostly Greg's video from here on out. That's the car we're in now. And that's me in front of him, obviously. Simply because from my car, there was nothing to see but pavement. That's not too exciting. So this is lap 2. We'll stick with this lap for a couple minutes here because it's pretty representative of the whole race. I seem to be better out of this section we were just in, which is out of turn 5 and over the little hump there, 6, 7. And then here in 8 and 9, I'm usually quite fast here, but Greg was taking a much tighter line than me, as you can see here, which I will use in the future. Didn't think we could do that. But anyway, most of the laps are like this. There'll be a couple places where Greg picks up some speed and gets real close to me here in turn 1, so we'll show you those, probably from the inside and outside of the car. Another little housekeeping remark here is that the race was like 23 laps, I believe, but I've only got about the first 10 or 11. Greg has a suspension failure, you'll be able to see then, and so after that lap I'm just kind of cruising in and it's pretty boring, so won't include that here in our YouTube entertainment version of the race. Greg's taking a nice line up through here as well, but we were pretty close here. Right here is where I seem to go slower than him, but then the launch out of here I was a little better, and then as I mentioned, coming up to this next turn 8 and 9, Greg was a lot quicker. Almost forgot here, Greg Lavati is a FC Formula car racer who is just converted to this car, the Pro Formula Mazda. I think this is his second race in it, and if you don't get it already, he's going to be quite a handful. He's going to be very tough to beat in the future. He's still just getting used to the car. Again, later on, you'll see him almost make a couple passes on me. Welcome, Greg.
Just a matter of time.
All right, let some of that native audio run, and as you heard CairyAnn speculating, Greg was really doing great out of 8 and 9, and she thought he was going to get me. Truth is, I didn't realize he was quite as close as he was, so I wasn't too worried about it at this point. But I still pick up a few laps here in a minute and put down some pretty fast ones, get a little gap, and we'll run into some traffic, and he'll get right back up behind me for a couple more tries. But in essence, you've seen the extent of the race at this point. I'll still show a couple more shots here from Greg's car and then from the exterior from the stands, and we'll see how that goes. I guess is a good point too to mention Daryl. Daryl is the third Pro Formula Mazda with us this weekend. He was having a little trouble getting used to the track, and then they had a gearbox issue. They had to change the whole stack of gears, so he was a little further behind us today, and didn't get to see him too much. Next time. He was quite happy after his Sunday race. He got some free coaching from Courtney Kine.
Go, sweetie. Don't let him get you. Got a long race ahead still. That's where he catches up to you though. Right there. Right on you, baby. He's gonna pass you. Let me let him. Nope. Alright, good.
That same turn 1 almost pass where we heard CairyAnn fretting over it. And Greg, great judgment there. taking a good hard look, but not doing anything silly. Thank you, Greg. The caption will indicate here I'm skipping to lap 8 and turn 9, and as you can see, there's some traffic I had to kind of hold up for. I knew this was really going to give Greg a good shot down in here into turn 1. Thankfully, I didn't realize how fast he'd been before, so I wasn't too nervous, but it was pretty close. You can see I left him a lot of room there in case.
Oh no.
Go, baby, go, 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 go. Yes.
It's easy. It's a flat up.
This is right after passing the traffic. This is that entire lap 9. I knew Greg was right there behind me, and time to lay down a hot lap. So this was my fastest lap of the race, 121 flat essentially. Greg still managed to do a little bit quicker lap somewhere in the race, but ends up having a mechanical issue, which we'll jump ahead to and see here in about 2 more laps, I believe. I'm going to run this whole lap here just so I can look at it next time we go to Willow Springs and get a little bit quicker. Greg and I both think that 120s is easy and that we can probably get into the 119s without too much problem. Straighten out a few things. Some of the analysis, thanks to Greg giving me his video for today, is I can see how wide some of my lines are through some of the corners and all, which kind of surprised me and all. So I'm going to copy Greg. Thanks, Greg. And if you'd asked me, I'd have told you I was on that line anyway. But yeah, next time. And this is the end of that turn 9, 121 flat basically. Mixed up here on my lap counting. This might be lap 11 or 13. I'm not sure which, but it's a few further on in the race. And we're going to watch native audio as Greg has his suspension failure down into turn 1.
What happened to Greg? What happened with Greg? What?
Robert's got it now.
Yep.
As you heard, CairyAnn and Bob weren't too sure what happened there, but and neither was I. I just realized he wasn't there anymore, and I cruised in basically. I made a couple of hot laps, and then thought I had a flat tire or some kind of issue going on. The handling got a little weird towards the end of the race, and since I didn't have anyone else to worry about, I slowed down quite a bit for the last few laps and just cruise in. So we'll be skipping that part. We'll jump here to checkered flag and drive them off the track or whatever.
Nobody.
Greg, thanks a lot. Great racing. Look forward to more. Daryl, better luck next time.
He's got a flat tire. He can barely hang on to it for the last 2 laps.
You're kidding.
No, that's why he's going so slow.
Oh my God.
You heard Bob. I was on the radio complaining. Wasn't a flat tire, so I don't know. He's going to have to check it out and see what it is. This is me getting my little trophies and checkered flag, and how they expect us to drive after they hand us all that, I don't know, but they always do. Thank you. Lap time chart. I think I had about 6 laps in the 121s. As I mentioned, we'll get in the 120s next time. Thanks again to Bob. About a million thanks. And also to John, his new assistant, been with us for a few races now, working out great. Hope he stays with us. CairyAnn limping around on her broken patella. And thanks, Greg.